Hello everyone, Sanai here. Today I'm playing the Book of Spells. My previous video I did so 4 spells I did. So I did let's see, oh yeah, the water and the limitation, also a lock, and what else? Can't remember. But anyways, if you want to see that footage, please click on the to my channel page, and I'll what was it? Oh yeah, and it will show you the Book of Spells, part 1. So, sorry, chapter 1. Sorry. Anyways, let's move on to. So yeah, so let's do part 2. Sorry, part 2. I mean chapter 2. Sorry, sorry guys. Right then. Here you go. Chapter 2, part 1. Come on then. Thank you.
You've made great progress. Time for chapter 2. Remember, you don't read this spellbook like a muggle book. Point your wand at the glowing words, then pull the T button to start reading. It's time to move on to more complex magic. In this chapter, we will cover a range of challenging and at times dangerous new spells. Keep your wits about you in this chapter, and soon you'll master new magical skills from revealing invisible ink, or conjuring flocks of birds from your wand, to the art of magical fire making. There we have it. Turn the page to learn the first spell in this chapter.
Alright, let's do it. Turn the page for the magic.
The fire making spell. We'll first learn a bit about the spell, then you can try casting it. Remember, you need to use your wand to read. Point to the glowing words, hold the T button and pull the words up off the page. From lighting a warm hearth to igniting a Christmas pudding, the fire making spell is always useful around the wizarding household. However, the ability to produce fire with the flick of a wand can be dangerous to your fellow students, and worse, your books. A pair of dragonhide gloves is therefore recommended for this lesson. More careless students might also like to brush up on any hair-regrowing spells that they might know.
Oh, what the?
It looks like you found a collectible. Well done. It'll be stored in the collectibles chapter, so remember to go and have a look at it later.
And here's a story about this spell. So let's have a look, shall we?
Ready to begin reading the story?
Yeah. Let's read it.
Spectacular though it is, students are warned that irresponsible use of the fire-making spell can have serious consequences. Take one ill-fated performance of Malacry's classic wizarding play, Alas, I Have Transfigured My Feet. History does not record the names of the actors, which is perhaps for the best, since by halfway through the first act, the audience had taken to throwing, "Looks like your spellbook is testing you again." What do you think the audience threw at the actors? Point at one of the tabs, hold the T button and slide it out.
Right, I'll say pumpkins.
Oh yes, the audience had taken to throwing pumpkins.
I'm whooped. Now you can't see.
Undeterred, the actor playing Capo began the famous foot transfiguration scene. By this time, the special effects wizard hidden under the stage was apparently as bored as the audience. Oh, what's going to happen? And decided to replace the traditional puff of yellow smoke with a huge eruption of... What do you think he conjured up?
Fire, probably.
Yes, a huge eruption of fire from his wand.
I mean, come in frogs. Come on, that was too hilarious.
The audience were suitably impressed, and their cheering only increased when the curtains caught alight. And the effects wizard began vainly trying to put out the flames while dodging hexes from the play's director. With the rest of the cast fleeing in panic, the actor playing Capo took this as his moment to shine. Casting a... Now what spell would you cast for your big moment in a burning theatre? Casting a flame-freezing charm, he began the play's rousing final speech, protected from the fire, now engulfing the stage. Unfortunately, his no doubt stirring delivery was lost in the confusion as the audience abandoned the theatre. And the ill-prepared effect wizard tried desperately to remember the flame-freezing charm for himself. Show of young students should take heed. Cast your fire-making spell with care.
It's so true. Otherwise, it ended up.
Well, now you've learned a little about its dangers. Aren't you eager to try the fire-making spell for yourself? Oh, our vandal has scribbled all over your book again. They probably left you some nasty, magical surprise. Go on then. Point your wand at the scribble and pull it up. What's this? Our student scribbler has enchanted this illustration.
Oh, there's a dragon. How'd it come? Whoa!
Merlin's beard. A paper dragon. This spellbook is packed full of surprises,
Whoa,
alright?
what? For goodness sake. Owie!
Now look what's happened. Perhaps one of the spells you've learned so far can put out the fire.
What's this, people?
Fortunately, your book is enchanted to make fire harmless, so you can just wave your hands over the page to put out the flames. You'll be fine. Oh, lovely. There's still some soot on there. Clear it all up with your hands, or the school librarian will never let me hear the end of it. Good as new. Fortunately, your book is protected by powerful enchantments for exactly this reason. Now, if you've quite finished fooling around, now you know all about fire making, time to try casting it. Turn the page when you're ready to learn how to cast the spell.
I hope this won't happen again. Anyways.
Time to learn to cast the spell.
Come on. Oh. How can I?
Try your unlocking charm here. The gesture is like a number 4. Remember to
Oh
start
yeah,
from
that's
the bottom
right.
and go up, then down and level. That's it. Now, just flick your wand sharply down towards the book to cast. That's got the gates open, but where is the incantation? Tilt up your book and have a look down that hole.
Doki doki. Here it comes. Whoa!
Incendio! The incantation to produce fire from your wand is Incendio. Clear your mind, grip your wand firmly and say it now. 1, 2, 3.
Incendio!
Excellent, well said. ready to learn the wand gesture for this spell. Pull up the gesture diagram from the page.
This is it.
The fire-making spell uses 3 movements. A straight line to the right, then diagonally down and left, then right again. Good stuff. Can you trace the shape again from memory? Brilliant! You've created fire, a valuable skill for any wizard. Now, try flicking your wand forward to send out a rush of fire. That's it. You'll need to learn to flick fire accurately, so keep flicking until you've got the hang of it.
That would be useful. Oh, whoops, my book. Ah, my hair.
Excellent. You're a dab hand at the fire-making spell. Let's give your skills a real workout. Turn the page.
Okay, here we go.
Now let's see you handle a more challenging task. Your spellbook is going to conjure up a place for you to practice fire-making safely. Pull up the glowing picture to start practicing this spell. It's time to practice flicking fire from your wand. See how fast and accurate you can be with your spell casting.
Oh, here comes that dragon again.
I think so. Try another spell. The place is full of creatures. These paper pests can be a real nuisance, so make sure you get rid of them all with your fire-making spell. Use your fire-flicking technique to burn away all the paper creatures. I'll be giving out house points depending on how fast and accurate you are in this task. Ah, creepy crawlies. Get rid of them. That spell won't help you here.
Cool.
You'll need to cast Incendio again for this exercise.
I did. Come on.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Excellent.
Oh, whoops.
Well done. Now, aim carefully and see how many you can get rid of.
Whoops. That's not meant to happen.
Excellent spell casting. Please respect the classroom furnishings. Ah, butterflies. Remember, this is just bewitched paper. Don't let me catch you trying this spell on the real thing. That's it. Oh, you have a talent for fire making.
Whoops. List.
Superb. Would you please stop destroying the classroom? I might have to deduct points next time.
Oh, let's. No. Come on. No.
That's enough vandalism. I'm taking 5 house points for that.
Damn it. There we go. That's better.
A fire-breathing paper dragon. Seems a bit impractical. Blatant disregard for school property. I'm taking 5 house points for that. Wonderful. Please respect the classroom furnishings.
Come on. There we go.
Well done. You earned 5 house points. Let's find out how you did.
There we go.
Here's
5
a
points.
wizarding photograph as a memento. There you are, casting the fire-making spell, like an old hand. Well
Yeah.
done. A few mistakes, but well done. Take 5 house points.
That's what we'll do. But anyway, move on.
Impressive work. When you're ready, turn them.
already did. So.
Oh, the bird conjuring charm. This charm is one of my favourites. Pull up the glowing text to read what our esteemed author had to say about bird conjuring. The bird conjuring charm conjures a small flock of birds from the end of the wand. It's important to remember that your conjured creatures are not real animals. The more accomplished you become at the spells that create them, the more real the animals will appear. But you will be disappointed if you try to keep your creations as pets. They are mere phantoms of your own making.
That's true.
Oh, we've got an extra note with new information from Miranda. Pull it up to read it, or just turn the page if you want to get casting the spell.
I'll just turn the page so then we'll get on with the spell.
On this page, we'll cover the wand gesture and incantation for bird conjuring. You need to learn the magic words for the spell. Point at the glowing words with your wand, then pull the T button. Avis. To conjure birds from thin air, you must learn the correct incantation. Avis. Ready? Say the incantation. 1, 2, 3.
Avis!
Excellent pronunciation.
There you go, guys. Have to shout
Time to
it
learn
very
the wand
clearly.
gesture for this spell. Pull up the gesture diagram. The bird conjuring charm calls for 2 smooth bumps from left to right with your wand.
Like letter M. So, like this.
Great. Once more, this time draw the shape from memory. That's it. Well done.
And here come the birds!
Wonderful conjuring. Take a moment to admire your spell work. Of course, you can't control the birds, not with this spell alone, but if you wave your arms, you can play with them. Oh, it spotted a bug. Conjured birds will chase off creepy crawlies. Remember that for this chapter's test. It might just come in handy. Now, if you stay very still, you'll find your new feathered friends are quite happy to come and sit on your book. There we are. How nice. The birds will disappear in their own time, or you can press the circle button. Well, it seems our magical vandal has left you another message. Aha! The Bugno Jinx.
Let's see. Oh, okay.
The Bugno Jinx. Since you seem to have discovered it, I suppose there's no harm telling you. This jinx causes your conjured birds to attack anything you flick your wand at. Come on, if you're going to try out this jinx, cast Avis to begin. I'm going to let you try the jinx this once, so try flicking your wand at that cat. Don't worry, your birds won't do him any harm. There you are. Your feathered friends have become a flock of fearful furies. Oh, you certainly turned the tables on this cat.
Oh, for goodness sakes.
That's it.
Boy, Barry won't like that.
Oh, honest. Go on, finish him off. That's it, he's off. Now, you won't be able to use a Bugno anywhere else. You might need to conjure birds in this chapter's test, but you won't need to control them. Well, you seem to have mastered all aspects of bird conjuring. But remember, you won't be able to use a Bugno to control the birds anywhere but here. Now for part 2 of this chapter. Just close the book to select part 2.
There you go, guys. That's part 1 done. Let's turn the book and do part 2.
You're ready to move on. Point your wand at chapter 2, part 2, and press the move
If
button.
I get to it. Here you are. Part 2.
Chapter 2, part 2.
Open the book. Let's see what's in store for us.
The Revealing Charm. This useful little charm will allow you to uncover messages hidden by other wizards, so pay attention. You should read about this chapter first, or you can just turn the page to start your first spell.
Let's see what it says.
The Revealing Charm will reveal invisible ink and messages hidden by magical means. This spell is able to overcome most basic concealment charms, so be warned. Any plans for mischief hidden with invisible ink can easily be uncovered by wizarding parents and teachers alike. That was very revealing. It looks like you found a collectible. Well done. It'll be stored in the collectibles chapter, so remember to go and have a look at it later. Ah, Miranda Goshawk has left us another tale about this spell. Pull those glowing words up off the page to hear the story. We're going to hear another wondrous wizarding tale, this time about the power of the Revealing Charm. Want to read the story? Remember,
Let's do it.
many magical researchers use invisible ink to hide their work from rivals, so the Revealing Charm is essential to serious scholars. Famed arithmancer Bridget Wenlock was so protective of her discoveries that she wrote exclusively in invisible ink. Not to mention writing upside down, back to front, and in atrocious handwriting. Wenlock was famous for her absent-mindedness as well as her paranoia, and would often jot notes in invisible ink on, oh, another missing word. What did Bridget write her calculations on?
Boy, horses.
I don't think so. Try the other.
Just kidding. There's perhaps papers if I get to it. Here you go.
Ah, yes. She would often jot notes in invisible ink on scraps of paper. Before promptly losing them, she could frequently be seen retracing her steps through her hometown of Tinworth, attempting to use the Revealing Charm on every scrap of paper she came across in search of a lost arithmancy calculation. Wenlock first scribbled down her groundbreaking theorem on the magical properties of the number 7 at breakfast one day, apparently on the back of an envelope, using her usual invisible ink. She then proceeded to send her cousin a letter, using what she later believed to be the very envelope concealing the theorem.
Quite a lot of number 7s. Yeah. 7s!
Soon, realizing her mistake, Wenlock seized her broom and managed to overtook what? Was she chasing in this heist? Of course, she managed to overtake the owl carrying the letter in mid-flight. The pair engaged in a fierce mid-air tussle as Wenlock tried to recover the envelope. Post office owls take mail tampering very seriously and will refuse to give up their...
Sorry about that, guys. I've been cut off by my brilliant iPhone. So, yeah, apart from that, let's continue with the story.
Retrieving the envelope from her bemused... Whose house was Bridget visiting, can you remember? Yes, she retrieved it from her cousin. But her Revealing Charm revealed nothing but a cake recipe. Which she had jotted down that morning. She later found the real calculation scrawled on a sugar packet still sitting on her kitchen table. There you have it. Now, are you ready to use the Revealing Charm to uncover some mysteries of your own? Turn the page to learn to cast this charm and start uncovering the invisible.
Let's do it. Oh, oops. There you go.
Here, we'll learn the gesture and incantation to reveal things hidden by magic. First, we'll learn the incantation for this spell. Pull the words up from the page. Apparesium. The incantation to magically reveal hidden writing or markings is Apparesium. Say the incantation aloud. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Apparesium.
That's it. You're ready to learn the spell shape. Pull up the picture on the page.
Let's do it.
The wand gesture for the revealing charm is a loop and cross. Loop your wand from right to left and back again. Great. Once more, this time draw the shape from memory. Yes, that's it. Well done. Now, whenever you see a little glint like that, it means there's something hidden by magic. Flick your wand towards the glint to try out the revealing charm. I had a feeling our esteemed author would have hidden a little something for you. Beware the Sphinx. It guards its secrets jealously. Sphinxes, eh? Perhaps Miranda is giving us a clue to this chapter's test. Ready to move on? You found everything. I bet you'll need this spell to find hidden...
Let's do the...
Ah yes, the engorgement and shrinking charms. It's amazing how useful it can be to grow and shrink things with magic. Time to learn the incantations. But that picture's become all overgrown. See if you can use your wand to shift those pumpkins out of the way. Engorgio. The incantation to make things grow is Engorgio. Say it now. 3, 2, 1.
Engorgio.
Very nice. Reducio. To magically shrink things, speak the incantation Reducio. Say it clearly now. 1, 2, 3.
Reducio.
Excellent. Well said. These straightforward but surprisingly dangerous charms cause certain things to swell or shrink. You will be learning both charms together so that you can always undo an over-enthusiastic cast. There is thus no excuse for having accidentally shrunk your homework down to microscopic size, or for allowing a giant toad to rampage through your school's flower beds. Oh, you found another collectible. Remember to go and see it in the collectibles chapter later. Right, time to learn. Here we go. The wand movements for these spells are the same, but upside down. We'll learn the engorgement charm first. Pull up the text with your wand to begin. To make things swell, draw an arrow shape pointing up. It's like an upside down V. Great. Once more, this time draw the shape from memory. That's it. That's one down. Right, now the shrinking charm. Making things shrink uses a wand gesture pointing down. Nice. Let's see that gesture again, but drawn from memory this time. That's it. Just like in Gorgio, you point at an object and hold the T button to make it shrink. Fun! The book's giving you a pumpkin to practice on. Start off shrinking it. First, try shrinking that pumpkin using the shrinking charm. Right, you cast the spell. Now point your wand at the pumpkin, then hold the T button. Oh, that's tiny. Now let me see you using Gorgio to make it massive. Right, you've cast the spell. Now point your wand at the pumpkin, then hold the T button. Good, but you can't make it bigger. Had enough? That's a good sized pumpkin anyway. Just right for Halloween feasts. Well done. I bet you'll need these charms in the chapter test, so remember them. You're a dab hand at shrinking and engorging. Turn the page now to practice these spells.
Okay, let's do it. So I was daydreaming there.
Right, you'll need to engorge and shrink things to pass this chapter's final test. So let's practice. Pull up that illustration with your wand to start the exercise. You'll now have a chance to practice the engorgement and shrinking charms on some creatures. Don't worry, it won't do them any harm. With that said, it is not advisable to practice engorging or shrinking your own pets for homework practice. At least not until you're certain that you can reverse the effects.
Okay, let's see.
Oh, someone's gone wild with engorgement and shrinking charms in here. You'll be using your 2 new spells to return things to their normal sizes. And it looks like this place has a gnome infestation. See that round rolled up thing? That is a gnarl, but it's too small to chase off the gnome. Try engorging it. Don't make the gnarl any smaller. Try engorging it instead. But remember, engorge that tiny gnarl, even things out. Well done. Gnarls might look like muggle hedgehogs, but they're fierce enough to fight off a gnome. Another gnarl and gnome, equally sized, so neither's giving an inch. Shrink the gnome to tip the scales. But remember, make one of the gnomes smaller with Reducio. That's it! That gnome's not happy, but the gnarls were here first. These huge gnomes are kicking the poor gnarls around. Shrink the gnomes and engorge the gnarls to turn the tables. Come on, you need to shrink the gnomes and enlarge the gnarls. Oh, you've enlarged the gnome. That's going to make things worse.
Okay.
Excellent. nothing worse than a bully. Shrink the gnomes down to size and use Engorgio to give the gnarls a bit of a boost.
That. Run away! Bush!
Well done. You've mastered magical engorgement and shrinking, 2 helpful wizarding abilities.
Yep. Oh, back to normal. Anyway, so there you go. Wait, time for tap to
Let's
test.
find out how you did.
Oh wait, how many points?
Well, there you are. Engorging and shrinking like an old hand. Well done.
Oh.
Some improvement needed,
5
but
points.
you've definitely learnt the spell. Take 5 house points.
Oh, 1 minute. Just do something here. Hang on. There you go. Right. Let's continue. That's clickable, eh?
Turn the page.
There you go, the chapter test.
It's time for this chapter's test.
That's fine.
Remember, you'll need all of the 4 spells that you've learned. Take a moment to make sure you remember them.
Oh, yeah, that's
Then pull up the words on the page to begin the test.
cool. Right, let's do this.
In this chapter, we've learnt to create fire, reveal invisible ink, conjure birds, and change the size of things. Now it's time to give your skills a real test, in a place where only Gringotts Cursebreakers have trod before. You'll need each of your new spells to pass. Good luck, tread carefully, and remember, it is imprudent to annoy a sphinx.
And that's true.
Merlin's beard, a sphinx. Remember what Miranda said. These cunning creatures
Yeah.
delight in puzzles and mysteries. I bet this one's hidden a puzzle around here.
Of
Can you
course,
find
yeah.
it?
Oh, let me do something here.
Spot on. Excellent. Good. Now just flick your wand sharply to reveal the hidden puzzle. Well revealed. Now, let's see what this cryptic cat has to say for itself. 3 trials you must pass to prove your worth. Rare creature, Sphinx isn't terribly dangerous if you get the wrong answer. Ah, this must be the first of the trials. I wonder what's needed here. Well, you could start by finding a way to chase those creepy crawlies off this poor chap.
Oh yes, I know.
Snavis, good thinking. Those birds will chase off the bugs.
I got away with it.
Oh, look at that. It seems Feathers here just wanted a few friends. I think you've passed your first trial.
That's cool. Right, what's my second one?
Ah, this must be trial number 2. It looks like a torch bearer, except that both his torches have gone out.
Oh,
I bet
don't
we
worry.
can do something
I'll
about
do
that. What's the solution here? What spell could you use on a torch bearer?
There you go. Right.
That's 1 lit. I can nearly see again. Well done. 3 trials, the Sphinx said. What's next, I wonder?
Yeah, what's the third one? Scorpion.
Nearly there. Trial number 3 looks straightforward. My guess is you need to make things a bit more balanced.
Yeah, hold on.
Making the scorpion smaller won't help. Making him larger might though.
Let's see.
That's done it. Wait, it's still growing. Looks like this trial was a trap.
Uh-oh. Damn it. Where are you going? It's going in my book.
Looks like that
It's
monster
going in my
got away
book.
for now. Just brush that sand away. Let's see if he's burrowed into your book. Steady now. My word. A sandstorm. Quick.
Whoa.
Hold your breath.
My word. Okay. Now we're in the dark.
Where on earth have we ended up? I can just see some torches. Light them so we can see where we are.
Hold on a minute.
Well remembered.
Oh, where's the torches? Oh yeah, there's one.
Keep trying. Excellent. That's the first. Now light the second.
The second one is... I can't find it. Hold on.
Merlin's beard.
Found it.
An ancient Egyptian tomb. What's that noise?
My foot.
More scorpions. Find a way to get rid of them before they get too close.
Hold on.
Careful! Those things are more than enough to knock you out. Excellent. It's so small, it fell straight through the grill. Do that again. Excellent shrinking. Let gravity do the rest, eh? That's the last of them. I think you're in a clear. Wait. What's that noise?
Uh-oh.
Leaping leprechauns.
Uh-oh. Oh no.
It's too heavy. Watch out!
Oh no, it's grabbed me! It's grabbed me! Oh no! Ah!
Merlin's beard.
Okay.
Where are we now?
Where are we?
Heavens! Here's that monster-sized scorpion again. You better cut this overgrown arthropod down to size, quick. You better cut this overgrown arthropod down to size, quick. That'll do. It won't get any smaller.
There you go. There.
Try the fire-making spell to get rid of
No.
that scorpion once and for all. That's right. Well, that's one way to snuff out a paper scorpion. Don't worry, it was only something conjured by your book after all.
Yeah.
There's the Sphinx again. We must be in his inner sanctum. Well, let's see. You must solve 3 final riddles to prove your worth. Show me your wits are as sharp as your wand work, and you will receive your reward. You have proven
Okay.
that your magic is powerful, but a wizard or witch must master more than jinxes and charms. Leaping leprechauns! The place is filling with sand. You'd better answer these puzzles and fast. Superb! That's one puzzle passed. What's next?
Let's see. No wait. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Excellently done. Ah, you've reached the final puzzle. But where is it? That slippery sphinx must have hidden it again. Use Aparecium to reveal it. Excellent. The final clue. You've proven yourself with spells, but in this test, what has been a better friend than any charm or jinx or hex?
Oh,
I
I
think
know.
it means what you used more in the test, your head or your heart. Point your wand, then pull the T button to choose. Hurry up, that sand will bury us soon. You'd better hurry up. Have you used your head or your heart in this test? Point your wand, then when you're ready, pull the T. Brilliant, spectacular. You used your head, of course. Are you ready to claim your prize?
And will you get me out of the sand, please? Whoa, 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 whoa!
Whew, back again. Now, let's have a peek at this chapter's conundrum.
His letter came from Hogwarts, and oh, Douglas was so pleased. He'd have read the whole thing, but a boil needed squeezed. He would have packed his trunk himself, but thought he'd seen a fly doing loops and backward flip-flops. It wasn't. Nice try. He liked the thought of lessons, yes, but Douglas didn't see why you had to pay attention and not try to jinx your knee. And tentacles were funny in a tickly kind of way. So why the teacher roared at him, he really couldn't say. It was, pay attention, Douglas, every single place he went. But Douglas didn't want to, and so letters home were sent. And his father wrote him strictly saying, Douglas, now be warned, you must finish things you... Douglas put the letter down and yawned. Douglas liked to be distracted, because he found it much more fun. His homework was abandoned and his spells and charms half done. He never really noticed just how far he'd slipped behind. But then someone dared poor Douglas to perform a jinx, not kind. It went so badly wrong that it is nicer not to dwell on Dougie's second nose, or on the mess, or on the smell. And nobody could ever say how Douglas came to be entrapped inside that drain pipe with a teacup for a knee. What was it that he didn't want to do, the silly lad? Answer me and do it, and you'll make your teachers glad.
And there you go, guys. That's another chapter done. Right, chapter 2 done. Hope you'll enjoy this video. Before we go,
Here's your certificate recording your progress.
How many points
Pull
I've
it
got.
up from the book to have a look. You've got a real knack for this chapter's spells. Take 10 house points.
10 points. Excellent. Cool. That's what I like to see. Yeah, that was good.
That's it, you've finished the chapter. Close the book and choose another chapter.
Okie dokie. And there you go, guys. That's the end of the chapter.
We're looking at the back of the book. Come on, turn
yeah.
it over to get started.
Yeah, about to. Here, as I was saying, who enjoyed that, those who are brand new, please subscribe to my channel and like this video if you enjoyed it, and I'll do another video soon. Yeah, from that, I'll see you in the next video. Take care, bye.